Hey, so welcome to my first video on this channel. So my name's Cody, I'm 19, I use he, him pronouns. I'm one of the 4 people who run this account, or this channel, I should say, probably. Yeah, so we thought we'd all start off by doing like individual collection videos, just like showing where we are right now. So yeah, I'm pretty new to collecting. I have been a K-pop fan, I think since like 2011, 2012, like quite early on, but I think I only became like a stan in like, I guess 2019, like last year. And I also bought my first K-pop album last year as well, but yeah, so I have a really baby collection. I've mainly really picked up momentum during quarantine because obviously I haven't had to spend my money on anything really, so I've sort of just been spending it on K-pop. But yeah, I won't waste any more time. Okay, so this is my photocard binder. Not much going on, I gotta say. I only really collect a couple people right now. I don't collect any full groups. I only collect my biases or just, you know, my favorite members. Yeah, so, and it's also, as you can see, kind of empty. But you know, hopefully I will be able to document my journey with that. So I'm just using this lever arch file at the moment. I bought it on Amazon for like £3. I know, very cool. So I have this, I use these white papers just to block off each member. So yeah, so my first member is my probably alt bias, Dahyun from Twice. So the way I kind of lay my binder out is I have each album laid out how I want it to be stored. So I have like these fillers which show which cards I'm missing. There's a lot of these. I'm missing a lot of cards, obviously, especially for Twice. But yes, this is the story begins. Really not much interesting. Yeah, and then this is page 2. I have that card on the way. That lenticular is so fucking expensive. I haven't really been able to find it anywhere. Yeah, Twice Coaster. A lot of these earlier albums, I just have no photo cards for. Oh yeah, the names, I just kind of look at the card and I write like a little description to help me remember it better. So yeah, this is gonna be a lot of blank pages, just so you know. And then it's my Merry and Happy thing. I currently have a group order running on my Instagram account for these Merry and Happy cards, so it would be great if I got all those slots filled because I do really want to get it. And then What Is Love? I keep the pre-order cards with the album, just because I think in that case it makes it easier to sort out the cards. So obviously for What Is Love, a lot of people will tend to collect OT9 for like their favorite card, but for me, if I put in the pre-order cards of this album, then I kind of like the layout of that and I don't really feel the need to collect more members or to collect all the members for a certain card so that it looks good in this binder. Yeah. I hope this isn't too fucking boring. I don't really know what to talk about for this. And then we've got the Yes or Yes. A lot of these are on the way, by the way. I do have ISOs on my highlight, on my, what? I have templates on my ISO highlight on my Instagram if you wanted to see. This card is actually the first card I ever pulled in my Yes or Yes album, which is also the first album I ever pulled. I'll mention that when I show my album collection in a second. So yeah, just a lot of blank fillers and some Dahyun cards. Really, there's not really much I can comment on, just that I friggin' love her so much. Really, she brings me so much happiness. Maybe that's really weird to say, but yeah, it is the truth. Yeah, and then going on to More and More, I do have a story about More and More. I'll probably talk about it in the album section as well. Yeah, also, like I said, a lot of these are on the way. Yeah, okay, so that's all my Dahyun cards, and then I have this separator as well. From here, the photo cards get even more sparse than they already were here, just so you know. So this is my Luna collection. I do bias 4 members. I bias Go On, Chew, Cherry, and Heejin. But I'm only really collecting Go On and Chew at the moment, sorry. But I do hope to be able to collect them all eventually. Just because Luna cards are so expensive, and they sort of don't really need to be. Like these ones, the first press ones should probably be more expensive, but like repackages are really cheap now. Like K-Town for You have a sale where they're like £10 at the moment. They don't need to be as expensive as they actually are. Yeah, also I know these are really awkwardly cut. I have a very unsteady hand, so you can probably see. Ignore my swatches fingers actually, so don't think about it too much. Yep, and then these are the only Heejin cards I have. It's the Meet and Upset. Very pretty, I do love her a lot. Okay, yeah. And then last page, I'm collecting Jinhwan from Icon. I literally have one of his photo cards and that's it. You can also see I got really lazy with the cutting here because I stayed up all night just putting this all together. This is so ugly. But yeah, that's my one Jinhwan photo card. Very nice. And that is my whole binder at the minute. Very lackluster, I know, but you know, if we keep making these videos, hopefully you guys will be able to see it grow. So yeah, that's that. And now I'm going to move on to this. This is what I originally stored all my photo cards in. But obviously you can see it's quite small and it's limited amount of space, so I ended up just outgrowing it basically. But now I just use it to hold things that I don't have space for in my actual binder at the moment, or just I don't know what I want to do with them or where I want to put them. So this is all that's in here right now. There's this Chewy photo card that I've had up for sale for probably 5 or 6 months now. And then this is what I use for all of my listings, just to show that the card is mine. And then obviously I have this Go On attendance card and ID card. I don't know if I want to store those or sell those. I haven't really decided. Yeah, that is that. That's pretty much all to show. So next I'm just going to show a couple things that I either haven't stored yet or I just haven't decided what I'm going to do with them yet, if I'm going to sell them, whatever. So as you can see, I have this Dahian coaster card, which came with one of my More and More albums. Yeah, I'm obviously going to store this because I do collect her. I just haven't really decided where or how to do that yet because I only have 9 pocket pages at the moment. And then I have this Most card. I only have 2 copies of More and More, but for some reason I have 3 of these. Don't ask why. I just do. So this one is probably going to go up for sale. I just haven't gotten around to listing the stuff yet. And then I also have the cards of people that I just do not collect, or yep. So hang on, this is a heap and this is a sale pile. Shall we just do to make this easier to look at? Okay, this one I will be selling as well. And this, and then these pre-order cards of people I just do not collect and I'm not planning on collecting. I do love all of the members of Twice, obviously. I just don't really have plans to collect them all. And then I have this coaster, which I will be selling, and then I have this Jisung / Han Polaroid card that I will also be listing at some point, just haven't gotten around to that yet. Yeah, cool. And now we've got albums. So first I will do these Luna albums. So I only have 2. I don't have a lot of albums because obviously they're expensive. So I do have this Go On album, which I actually bought from Maggie. She also is on this channel. Yep, just lovely Go On in there. And then I also have the Chew and Go On album. This is the first Luna album I bought. I bought this on eBay. Yeah, I waited ages for it to arrive, but it did, in pretty good nick. So yeah, those are those 2 albums. And then next, I'll probably do my Twice collection. So I only have 4 of their albums at the moment. So I do have The Story Begins. I really fucking love this album. I feel like I kind of feel like UR is a bit underrated. Like, I feel like a lot of, especially newer stans, just don't really listen to it as much as they probably should because it fucking slaps. But yeah, also I fucking love Jonghyun's hair. Jonghyun's short hair superiority, I do have to say. Yeah, so I mean, it's an album. You've seen albums before. I won't waste too much time. And after that, I do have my Yes or Yes album. This was actually the first album I bought it last year, and I did pull Dahyun. I also pulled Dahyun in this one. I do have pretty good luck with her. Oh. Right, okay, yeah, so basically I bought this Feel Special lyric book and also this Dahyun CD from Meggie as well, but I actually don't own the Feel Special album, so I'm sort of keeping them in this album for safekeeping at the moment. Well, I'm keeping the lyric book in here anyway. But yeah, it's Yes or Yes. I'm sure you have all seen it before. This is probably one of my favorite concepts that Twice have done. I especially love Dahyun's purple hair in this era, but I am sort of like a, what? Oh yeah, I have this as well. I am probably gonna trade or sell this for the Dahyun version as well, or the version with Dahyun on, I mean. But I just haven't very clearly gone around to that yet. And then my most latest albums are these two versions of More and More. The amount of trouble I had to go through to get these fucking albums, I can't even... I got scammed by a fucking 11-year-old. So I joined a pre-order group order for More and More pretty much when it was first announced, so several months ago, with somebody who seemed to be an experienced group order manager. Yeah, and it just turns out that he was in fact 11. And basically what had happened was he ended up saying that the customs, after like not updating us about the albums and like the albums not arriving for weeks, even though other people who had pre-ordered had already received theirs, like I can't even go into it. He basically said that the customs was going to be £900 for this group order, when literally people with more albums in their own group orders had like £20 customs. But for some reason this group order with less albums had 900 customs. And yeah, obviously we were not having that, and we ended up having to get her mum involved, and she like was really difficult to deal with. But anyway, that's by the by. I did end up getting the More and More albums. So I have this version. I still have these in here and the Most card, and then these aren't the pre-order cards. These are actually Jihyo cards that I haven't had a chance to store yet, because I have decided to collect her, but obviously since I do my Twice templates and stuff, oh, and that's a Stray Kids card, I'd ignore that. But obviously since I'm so extra with how I store Dahyun's photo cards, I obviously want to do the same for Jihyo, so obviously that's just gonna take longer. And then I have this version as well. I mean, you guys have all seen More and More before, I assume. Oh, I didn't even show. Yeah, so I did get Momo's CD for that one, and then in here I did get Jihyo CD plate. I did end up doing a different group order for this one, because basically for this one, and it did have photocard sorting, which is why I got so many Dahyun and Jihyo cards. So I did end up getting the pre-order benefits and everything for More and More, which I'm very happy about. Yeah, sorry if I'm such a fucking rambler, I swear to god. Yep. So next I have the Stray Kids album, Go Live. This is the only Stray Kids album I actually own, because I'm like a really new fan of them. Yeah, I do think I want to collect Bangchan and Changbin for now. I might end up collecting Sungmin as well, I haven't decided. But yeah, I have actually already sold a lot of most of the cards from this album. But yeah, I did have pretty good luck. I did get this thing, yep. You know what it fucking is. and obviously I'm sure you guys have all seen this before, so I won't waste much time. I'm just showing you what I have. Yep, so 2 more albums to go. This is the Icon New Kids Continue album. I'm doing this carefully so you can't see my reflection. But yeah, there we go. I actually had really good luck. I did end up pulling Jinhwan in this album. I do low-key also want to collect Bobby, because I feel like if you're an Icon fan and you don't stan Bobby, you are not an Icon fan. Wait, that sounds really gatekeepy. I'm kidding, obviously, but yeah, if you should stan Bobby if you already don't. Moving swiftly on, the last thing I do have to share is this TXT Dream Chapter Eternity album. When I was pulling out all my stuff to film this, I had such a hard time finding the fucking keys for this padlock, because I just don't know what to do with it, because obviously I want to keep the padlock on the album, but then I don't know what to do with the keys. I could probably connect them to that. I don't fucking know. Anyway, so yeah, I'm also sure you've probably seen this album before, so I'm just gonna do a quick flip through. But yeah, what the fuck? Oh, that's the, okay. I do basically alt TXT, I'm not gonna lie to you. Yeonjun is my bias though. I feel like he's probably the most popular member, or one of the most popular members. But I do love them all. Yeah, I do think that's everything. So thank you for sticking with me. I know I'm fucking boring, but I do hope you enjoyed, and I will probably do some other kind of video eventually. Okay, bye bye.